上喜欢挂鱼牌，香炉供台上摆，长大才开白黄牌。前程拜三拜，钱包里面多几百。一的是六合彩，男的是第一条牌。来财，来，来财，来，来财，来，来财，来，哎，中指力滚力，对应好运八方来。上了才能聚，你不出手，说了在。这把直接和，愿花钱交朋友。那艺高人长大，让他小忙三条酒。回馈下社会先，我的那顶皇冠后。找你做事人太多，事情两千前风重。一阴一阳之谓道，紫气东来。明码标价的那些物，非黑即白。坐上颁奖台，切莫张灯结彩。八仙桌的收尾，少不了弄菜。
上北下南，左西右东，东南东北，西北西南，步步高升，八方来财，四海为家，家兴旺。百事可乐，千事吉祥，万事如意，顺风顺水，天道酬勤，鹏程万里。你不给点表示了吗？啊？
我们这辈老仔，脖子上喜欢挂鱼牌，香炉供台上摆，长大才开白黄牌。前程拜三拜，钱包里面多几百。一的是六合彩，男的是第一条牌。来财，来，来财，来，来财，来，来财，来，哎，中指力滚力，对应好运八方来。上了才能聚，你不出手，说了在。
财从八方来。
我们一生有缘在路上，只要我们彼此永不忘。朋友啊，让我们一起牢牢铭记啊，别在乎那一些又何伤。朋友啊，让我们一起牢牢铭记呀，别在乎那一些又何伤。我们一生注定是沧桑，哭着来，要笑着走过呀。朋友啊，让我们一起牢牢铭记呀，我们一生兄弟情一场。朋友啊，让我们一起牢牢铭记呀，我们一生兄弟情一场。我们一生有缘在路上，只要我们彼此永不忘。朋友啊，让我们一 乎，那一切又何伤？朋友啊，让我们一起牢牢铭记呀，别在乎那一切又何伤。我们一生就是梦一场，有你陪，喝醉了又何妨？朋友啊，让我们一起牢牢铭记呀，反正过后终了无牵挂。朋友啊，让我们一起牢牢铭记呀，反正过后终了无牵挂。朋友啊，让我们一起牢牢铭记呀，反正过后终了无牵挂。 Праздник в утренней росе цветов, соловья запев, свисточек, сок, березовый глоток. Тишины послушать волю, тропинки в лес густой, покопать березки вдоволь, про него и про любовь. Матушка земля, белая березка,
What's up, buddy?
What's up, dude? You're so cute.
All right, wait, let me set up since you're back.
I was thinking about that song too at the same time. I was like, okay, did he put some fucking music behind it? Comanche.
正遥远在路上，只要我们彼此永不忘。朋友啊，让我们一起牢牢铭记呀，别在乎那一切又何事？朋友啊，让我们一起牢牢铭记呀，别在乎那一切又何伤。我们的生注定是沧桑。
All right.
That was a great song.
It is a great song.
What? What's going on? Why the quality sucks? Where's your phone? Like you're using your FaceTime camera or what?
Okay, hold on. I'll be back, okay?
Okay, welcome guys. Welcome. I don't know how many people are watching. Oh, nobody. Damn guys, welcome to Yes or No podcast. We're trying to set up our life. Like usual, we suck at starting. And it's fine. Oh, look. That's beautiful, isn't it? It's great. Look at him. You can see his tits. Show them tits, show them tits, show them titties. No? Show them titties. Woman G.
Wait, why did it turn into like 0 seconds?
What do you mean 0 seconds?
I mean,
No, it's your
Wait.
side. It's 0 seconds. It's fine, dude. We've been like,
Oh,
I've been
okay,
live
okay,
for
cool.
3 minutes and it's been 20 minutes. So.
nice.
Welcome, other halfers.
But the music is pretty high, so.
So yeah, I put it higher. You're right.
Oh, okay. What's up, man? How's it going?
What's up, my dude? That
How
was
is
so
Maya?
cute. That was so beautiful. I saw the picture also of us. That was such a cutie, crickety, mini bachuzu, dude. You got a joof, noof.
He agrees.
Oh, nice.
His name's
Are you-
Bob.
Dude, you're okay. You're. Did you plug your phone?
Plug my phone?
Plugged your phone.
No.
Yeah, that's why it's starting to. Blah, 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 blah. Nice, dude. I didn't see your TikTok. Like, I tried it, and mine was, I don't remember. Oh, you cannot fucking hear shit. I'm sorry, guys. I'm talking again on my own. Where's my drink? Oh, right here. Damn boy, we're never ready on time. And never, dude, when you're moving, just lock your phone, all right?
Lock your
Legends
phone.
are back. Kratz Gamer is here. Oh my god, really? We already have one viewer, dude. It's been 23 minutes and we're starting right now. Like, we suck at starting, like, all the time.
I
Holy
mean,
shit.
you know, we talked about this though. It's Twitch is weird. When you wait a little bit, like 15, 20 minutes,
Yeah,
no one.
people
Sometimes in an hour, no one. And then
Yeah.
maybe we were like kind of building up, you know?
Yeah, we're building up. But we're singing up like for 23 minutes. It takes us like 23 minutes just to start. That is fucking nuts, though.
Yeah, we're warming up.
Hi. How
Hi.
are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, dude. It's been a while. It's been a while, Kratz, too. Welcome. Welcome back. And I think Arda's frozen again.
Am I?
Are you?
Oh, it's my
Yeah,
phone
you
acting
froze.
up, probably.
Yeah, your phone is acting up. But now it's mine. Yeah, mine now. What the hell is going on?
It's the surge, dude. It's the electromagnetic surge because of the
Electromagnetic surge.
geo.
Yeah, I remember you. Don't like we're. I remember our conversation about sleep paralysis. You know. Yeah. So I mean, okay, let's start on that now.
What?
Did you, Kratz? Did you go to the place as we told you to go, like trying to find the house of the woman that comes into your night terrors. Real question. Dude, can you put the studio light and portrait mode in your camera?
Portrait. Like this? Maybe zoom in.
Yeah. Okay, let me zoom in. Let's do a battle.
Wait, what are we doing?
A battle
zoom-
zooming in?
Yeah. What's the battle though? It's just weird.
I don't know.
Who makes it better?
Yeah, yeah. So how are you doing, Kratz? It's been a while for sure. Oh my god, dude. The weather is so good.
In over there? Here's fine
Yeah,
too,
today,
actually.
yeah.
Look at
Yeah,
the sky.
find-
Like, can you see up here? Like, so nice.
Dude, this is building in front of you. What the hell are you talking about? I know this is a window. Oh, okay. So interesting.
What?
What god are you worshiping now, Kratz? We're having like cameras issues. I don't know. So you found the old house, and it was kind of similar. Okay. I mean, yeah, okay.
Wait,
Krishna.
why I can't see it?
I don't know, dude. What are you doing? It's on.
I'll check it on Riverside.
Yeah, it's working on Riverside. It's on Twitch. Maybe you got a problem with the connection. Okay, so how so you couldn't find sleep? I remember that, and then after that, so what happened? Now you say you're worshiping God and avoiding dreams. I get it, but did that help you? Like, did you find some peace? Arda, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm reading. Okay.
You reading or you breathing?
I'm chewing gum.
My cousin were like, you made a mistake. I was like, God, is there? Before. What the hell is going on, dude, with our connection?
I don't know. Is it Riverside, maybe?
I don't know. I'm frozen, like, obviously now. Yeah. I'm gonna start mine again. All right.
Okay, that's fine.
Keep entertaining. Like, I don't know. There's a problem.
Be quick. What was the mistake of your cousin did? I don't get that part. Yeah, I shaved actually. I'm uglier now. The beard is like actually just I love it so much, but it's like itchy and like you kind of need to maintain it and shit like that. So I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna shave it. Also, I have a girlfriend now, so she kind of prefers this. Get married. Yeah, I maybe probably not gonna marry anytime soon. But we might move in together, so that's good. I'm excited about that. So you said you're Hindu. You worship Krishna. Okay. Are there sects, like different type of practices? Because I know that there are so many different types in Hindu. Like, what are the most major ones? Like, there are few gods. Is Hinduism polytheistic, right? I don't want to say something wrong, but
Yeah. Krishna.
but would you consider that as paganism?
No.
Since there are like some you know, totems and like stuff like that. I don't know.
No, you see, actually, concept is there is one God, but then he appears in different form.
Oh, I see. So it's kind of monotheistic, but
Kind of.
it has different forms.
I mean, actually, I think it's
I
kind
mean,
of the
to be honest, it makes more sense to me that way, because I always like, paganistic, monotheistic religions have like multiple, like Zeus, like different gods. But
Mhm.
for Hinduism, I've never really heard that. It's just like never heard it as a paganistic religion.
Mhm. I mean, to be honest, I think Christianity is kind of the same too.
Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking, dude. Jesus,
No, I
gets
mean,
a.
sure, you get the Jesus, but you also forget most of the time there's like saints.
Hmm.
Dude, yeah, there's a problem. What the hell is going on?
I mean, my phone is kind of
You've
making a
rebooted. Me
sound.
too. Yeah, that
I don't
means
know
you
if I
rebooted.
should need. Do I need to close an app or something? I don't know.
I don't know. But
Let
anyway,
me try.
yeah, in Christianity you get the saints too, dude. Like saints this, saints that, and they basically have effect on specific, uh belief. Like for example, there's a saints for the I don't know, the butchers. There's saints for the guy that is going to fish, for fishermen and all that. So every time that they're going out for fishing in out the sea, they actually pray for that saint. You know. So I would say it's kind of the same, to be honest. At the end of the day. So how does it look like? How's Jesus looking like in India?
I don't think it's like descriptive that way. I think it's like um vague prediction, the best. I would say that's like this persona is gonna appear.
No, I don't
You
think
know,
it's that. No, I would say
I don't
it's
think there's an image that was like, oh, this
really.
is Jesus, 4,000 years ago, 3,000 years.
I don't know, dude.
I would
I don't
doubt
know.
that.
But yeah, there's Ganesh, there's Krishna, there's like tons of others. Okay, cool. But yeah, dude, here we are. Here we're back.
So what's up on the
Another story.
news? Are you listening? Hearing
Dude, it's
what's
always
what's
the
going on?
same. I'm going
Huh?
crazy. I'm going
Did you guys have some
crazy.
terrorist attack in France?
Yeah, of course. Two. But people are not saying that.
Not
It's like,
terrorist attack. They don't say it.
because they're white nationalists. So,
Ah.
they are like trouble kids that just attack Muslim people. So yeah. As you see, Crass is saying that. It says medium to dark brown skin, dark eyes, black hair, dark brown, short hair, possibly curly, short beard, and height about 5'5". There you go.
I need to see that. I need to see that description on the scripture. That's like 5'5", 165, 180 pounds.
Benching 27.
I mean, yeah. I don't know.
But yeah,
Maybe the
you have
dark
also
brown skin. Yeah, because people
yeah,
living
there
in
you
that
go.
area might be dark brown skin, but
Yeah. Yeah, I saw there was a terrorist attack too in northern India between
India.
in
Dude,
Kashmir.
what's going on with India and uh Pakistan?
Pakistan, yeah, you're right, in Kashmir.
Like what is the situation from like over there? Like we are hearing some
Your
stuff
point of view,
here,
yeah.
but I don't know how accurate what are we hearing. They're making like you guys are gonna nuke each other. They're making it sound like it.
Okay.
And how about India? Do the India government wants a portion of Pakistan? Because I remember watching this video about the trade roads and the trade roads from China to Middle East going through Pakistan, and they use that land route instead of like going all the way down from the Indian Sea. So there's like low key. That's the hidden reason of the conflict.
Dude, still problem with your fucking phone. Weird.
Let me check.
You're sure it's charging? Because like if it's under
It's charging.
50%, sometimes it's fucking it up. That's why. I mean, creds. Let's be honest. You get a small chunk of that river, and that river is supplying most of the water over there. Do you think it's fair to close the water supply completely? Because like it's a couple of people, that wants to get that part of India, but at the same time, do you think like everybody deserve it?
I'll be back, dude.
All right. Yeah. Not everyone deserve. I know, but come on, And I get it. Like it was a fucking crazy attack. Don't get me wrong. Like I saw the images. That was fucking nuts. And that that just add up to the conflict for sure, and how people are seeing each other's. But what is crazy is also how China, is not reacting there, but is playing, because they, from what I understood, they also want to get some part of India, right? I think there's a part that is contested between India and China, right? Of course, dude. People are gonna be mad. That's normal. I agree. Violent actions always make people mad. But does it need to be, leading to more suffering? From both sides. Because as Arda was saying, like, do you think you're gonna guys nuke each other? That would be fucking crazy and terrible at the end of the day.
I would doubt. I think it's kind of like an escalation between like resources at the end of the day. I generally, like, even Middle East when I was growing up, I think similar thing in that region too. It's always about trade roads, minerals, resources, and how people reflect it is as nationalism, religion. There are murderers. There are horrible people. It's always like that thing. That's nothing to do, actually. People are people. Every culture has their own goods and bads and rights and wrongs, but I think it's like just about generally resources. So
Yeah, right. That's the thing. And do you really think it's just that? I think Arda is right on that too. I think those are always escapes, to try to point out someone specific, But at the end of the day, as Art is saying, it's always about resource, always. So sure, they're trying to say to the people in Pakistan, Muslim is because of Hindu. In your side, they're saying it's because of the Muslim. It's
And this
easier
might be-
to say that and that. It's just a question about like having power in that region. So that's fucking crazy.
this might be even like America putting pressure to Indian government too. Like, China is really getting stronger in the trades with different countries close
Yeah.
by. You guys are really good allies with us. You guys have really good workforce. We focused on China. Now we can focus on India. But you guys need to, help us, make it difficult for them. Otherwise, they're going to control the whole region. And maybe Indian government is like, yes, China is a competitor. Instead of aligning with them and working with them, we're going to be more close to America for some reason. I don't know. Like,
yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what I was asking Kratz, earlier too, is like, I know there's some tension between India and China too, like in terms of borders. I think there's some part of borders that they dispute each other's about, So that's maybe kind of a pressure that China is making on Pakistan in order to get some part of India, vice versa. Who knows? But yeah, from Bangladesh, yeah, Bengalis and all
Are
that. Yeah,
these
no.
terrorist attacks like is it I assume there are like fractions of like group of people like guerrilla fighters, not necessarily Pakistani government military force attacks, right? These
Yeah,
are
yeah,
like fractions of different
yeah,
groups, militias, I assume.
yeah. But they kind of feel like they orchestrated by the government to.
Probably government not doing much. Like
Yeah, exactly.
to stop it or to have a conflict, because like at least in Turkey what I also experience is those type of groups can also organize a lot of people against the government internally sometimes, um, but generally I think governments can be opportunistic, like they're doing this my benefit. That's generally the major reason.
Major reason.
Major, yeah. Main reason.
China and India border tensions, yeah, over disputed. Yeah, 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 exactly.
But do you think the
And they
land
shot at each others
dispute?
and stuff like that. Yeah.
Do you think the land dispute is because it's my land, your land, or those lands have some kind of resources? Again, I'm gonna go back to that, but geopolitical benefits for the country in some sense, or is it
I
more
think
like a
it's a question
historical?
about no. I think it's a question about water supply because those are mountains, like
Yeah,
if I remember. So okay, if I'm going to see, yeah, you see, there's Nepal, there's like all those parts. They're like Himalayans, and I think yeah, it's a question about like glacier and stuff like that. No.
that's interesting because the national pride and national security, those definitely things that politicians and media uses to
Yeah.
justify things.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
I always look deep in the sense of like, how is it beneficial for the country? There's always something. It's always
Always.
something.
Always. And I know that's crazy because like to be honest, when people were saying that type of stuff when I was younger, and I was like, yeah, come on, dude, it's bullshit, right? Like you don't have to go that far. But then you don't have to really dig deep to just see that. Like
Yeah.
right now in front of us, you can see that with Ukraine. Like you literally have Trump that says, you know what, Ukraine, you're gonna stop, shooting. Now you're listening to us, and then we're gonna take your minerals. Like what the fuck? Like it's clearly stating out, like instead of yeah, we
Yeah.
want to try to find a peace solution between those two states. It's like, yeah, we want your stuff. At least, they're not bullshitting it.
I'm in LA. Matt is in France.
Yeah. Yeah. So
But yeah,
I'm
dude,
I'm
I
from
was I was
France.
listening this news, like he does news on social media, but he was saying that his lawyers, and it's somewhat current thing, his lawyers was saying like be careful leaving the
Oh
country,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
like, and he's a citizen but he's naturalized, but he got
yeah,
naturalized like when he was 16 or something, like very
yeah.
young.
I know, man.
But he was like, even that like fear mongering is like crazy.
Yeah, that's exactly. French nice. I'm getting French vibe. Yeah, exactly. French vibe. You see, it's the foulard, as we say in
That's
France.
what I was going to say to the accent. he can
The foulard.
he can thicken it. He can dial it down.
Yeah, I can
He's
dial it
really
down. I can do like straight up
the
down for
country.
theirs. So, are we doing podcast really live podcasts? We don't do really live podcasts. We have like those type of conversation from time to times. Like we're trying to set up a schedule now. Uh, like every Wednesday or Tuesday. Yeah, we're trying to be live at that time.
If we
Usually it's
find
Wednesday.
if we find a sponsor who would be like, you know what, guys, I'm gonna put money in this, and then we're gonna kind of create a podcast. Then maybe we'll do a podcast. But podcast, like we recently talked about it, and it's so like so many people doing it, and it's the if you consider it as a market, it's just so much.
Oh yeah, now I
It's
think it's
like,
dying, dude. To be honest, I think podcasts are
yeah,
dying.
yeah.
Like I like
So it's
The
the perfect
moment-
time to get back in.
no, it's the perfect time to get the fuck out. Actually, I think it's good.
Yeah.
But yeah. Sometimes we're live. It's usually on Wednesday, but we've been busy for a few months, few weeks. We tried to keep it on, but it was pretty difficult. We did finish the second season, the video podcast you can find on YouTube. All of that. But yeah, we're trying to be more present on Twitch, and we are discussing, trying to think about new project and how to go back with a new concept.
And podcast was like having a conversation, and that was kind of how it started. But
Yeah.
when we were on Twitch, now we can have a conversation with you guys. It's also fun too, I think.
Oh my god, what a sucker, dude!
It is.
that's
It is
good, though.
true.
It's
That's what we
true, though.
kind
I
of do on
agree, I
Twitch.
agree. I
We
know
don't
that's
really
what
just
we're
have a
doing, yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
You're gonna suck it all.
And it's good, like we are we're on YouTube too. Yes or no podcast. You all attached, you will find it. But yeah, it's funny because like Kratz, it's nice to see you again. And we have like a couple of in our small followers group, we got a
We have
couple
other followers.
of other people that comes, that we recognize, and then we can have like conversations.
And maybe they will
It's
come
pretty nice.
today too. Who knows?
Maybe
Today's
who
a
knows?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
We should do it again on a Friday. I think Fridays, that group, we kind of come across with them on Fridays.
Yeah. I will not be able to do it on Friday.
No?
Yeah, follow, subscribe on YouTube. If there is new stuff and videos, you'll see those over there. We're also live on YouTube at the same time. So, but yeah, dude. So I'm getting my tattoo session on Saturday. First one.
From where to where you're going to be just black?
In between.
Show me.
No.
What in between? You mean elbow? What's the in
No,
between?
yeah, there's gonna be here, over there, but there's gonna be some lines there. and
Oh,
there's
I
gonna be
see. It's not
something
going to be
here.
like just one whole black.
No, but it's gonna be
Kind of. Mostly black.
mostly black. Yeah, blacked
Okay.
out. Check. Okay, I'm checking the YouTube.
I mean, I can see it on Twitch. I cannot. Actually,
I'm not seeing anything.
I'm seeing someone Trent
Oh.
Set. It's Krat. Yeah, it's him. Okay. I can see
Oh,
it.
it's on
can
the
see it.
chat. Okay.
Wait, let me check his profile. I can see his photo.
A game developer. Like, to be honest, it's funny because I was just looking at the YouTube and I'm like, shit, there's like this new Battlefield game. I'm not even part of that conversation anymore. Arda looks like a professional cricketer. Dude, it's so true.
What?
You're so right.
What am I?
Dude, you should start playing that.
What am I
Cricket.
playing?
Cricket.
No.
What do you mean, no?
I can do the other one. What's the one that you kind of like on the ice? You kind of keep
Baseball.
cleaning in front of cleaning the ice. Not cleaning the ice, but
Cleaning the
flattening the ice.
ice. Okay.
Curling. Was it?
Curling. Yeah.
I would be good at that one, to be honest.
But
Because at the restaurant, if ask anyone, I'm so good at mopping.
But what's funny is you were a volleyball player though.
Yeah,
So
I
for me
was.
it's kind of the same type of sports, cricket, volleyball, same shit.
Yeah, totally same thing.
But you get what I'm saying though. There's like S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier type of sports, like in terms of being famous. There's like S tier, which is like soccer. Then in B tier you're gonna have basketball, American football. C tier you're gonna have rugby because there's less people that plays, but it's still famous. And then after that, I would say cricket and volleyball.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I play football too a little bit.
Did you?
but not professionally. But there was a time that I was like playing like friends, but like consistently, like every week or every other week.
Mm-hmm. You say you wanted to play football, but the cricket, yeah, it's definitely like. I mean,
I've never
I
played
heard
cricket.
Dude, I heard something like cricket's game. They're so long for so many years that they changed the rules recently. And
Actually,
I think like
volleyball was like that too. But go
no,
ahead. Oh,
dude, it was like 6 or 7 hour,
uh-huh.
one fucking match. Not
Yeah.
volleyball. Come on, not
But
7 hours
but
of
why?
volleyball.
But why? There's always like this one or two rule that makes that, like, I think tennis had that too. Like in volleyball, for example, you serve, right? And let's say if I'm serving, we got the previous point, right? So I'm
Okay.
serving. Now, if they got the point, you don't give them a point. They just got the serve. So they
Okay.
serve, and then let's say we got the point, and
Oh,
then
that
we
is-
we
okay, it
don't
goes
get a
back and
point,
forth.
but we get the right to serve. So it's kind like goes back and forth, and it makes the game so long. So they stopped it with volleyball at some point.
What do you mean? Type 3 days matches? T20, T10, 50 over matches, 3 weeks. Dude, I didn't get anything. Cricket's got different types. 3 days
3 days match. you
20.
you constantly change the team for 3 days.
T10, 50 over matches, 3 weeks. What? But then I heard something like, I don't know, a few months ago, they were saying like they changed the rules of some big cricket matches in order to fit in 3 hours or something like that, which was like shorter than before. Something that was like going to be quicker. And I think they changed those rules because it was easier to export basically in other countries. Because I think there was like this huge tournament that actually was in the US a few months ago.
What do you call a cricket game when there is no audience?
Come on, give me the daddy joke. Come on,
You call crickets because there's no one.
Okay.
Crickets, no?
Yeah, I know crickets.
No?
I know. I know the expression.
Okay, it's
but
a good joke.
I don't think it's a good joke. Like you should add something to it. Like how do you call crickets? Well, when there's no one, well, crickets.
It's crickets.
Okay, because
But
it's,
Kretz get it.
gosh, dude, don't play this game, alright? Don't like.
Don't indulge him.
Mm-hmm.
Then he won't stop.
Yeah, I know, right? Protein shake.
Dude, I watched the show. I started watching a show called The Sinner. I don't know if you heard that show. So it's on Netflix,
It's
right?
like an horror show, no?
It's crime,
it's
crime
yeah.
mystery, right? So I start to watch it's 4 seasons. I start to watch it, and it started as like a normal show. Like, there's like crime happen, and he's trying to solve it. Later, I realized it was the 4th season. I watched the last season, which was, I guess, separate than the previous 3, or I don't know if there's like each season is a different crime. So I started again from the top. Now it's like similar way. It's started with a weird death. Someone dies, and I mean it's actually someone kills someone, but there's like some mystery behind it. But I was like,
how was
God
How was
damn
the
it.
film?
It was good. Kind of liked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now I know how it ends, and I thought like it's gonna be, like progression through the seasons. I feel it seems like it's not like that. I think maybe each season, or maybe the first 3 seasons is just one crime, and I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you know.
Is it like Dexter? Dexter was like that. Like each season were like another serial killer, basically.
No, this is like very flat. Like imagine a movie, a crime movie. You have a detective, and that
Yeah.
detective tries to solve the crime, like classic 90s, crime detective movies, right?
Boring.
Now think about that as a series,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah, like super boring. Okay.
It's not
Dude, I don't
boring.
know why I don't like crime movies, to be honest.
How is it boring? Like I would understand you say like I don't like it, but how is it boring? Like what is it that is like it's definitely not objectively.
What do you mean?
It's
Like you get
objectively not
someone and
boring.
you follow that motherfucker that's trying to think about what's going on, being a detective and shit. And like, don't you think that's boring? Like,
I
I
mean,
don't give a
when you
shit
have
about.
something to solve, is it a boring thing? Like when you have a puzzle, or not a puzzle like fucking puzzle pieces, but like a mystery that
Yeah.
like you're trying to figure out how to weld or how to make a motorcycle.
Yeah.
You don't know it. You need to figure it out how to do it.
I agree.
You think it's
But
boring?
that's passionate, like I'm passionate when I'm doing
I'm passionate
this.
about murder.
But that's the thing, dude. Like, but seeing another one doing it, I don't give a shit. That's the thing. You get the difference? It's
That's
like
lack of empathy, dude.
I don't know. It's like I feel good about doing it for myself, but
You
others,
can't put yourself into other shoes.
no, I can't.
What does that say?
I'm missing toes. That's it.
I think you would be a good detective though, but you would get bored halfway. You would be
I think I found the
Yeah, I think I
killer,
figured it
but
out. You guys can
you know what?
continue doing it.
Yeah, I'm done. Bye.
Aren't you gonna tell us? Nah, I'm gonna
Nah.
go to the next.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe that's why. I'm not kidding. Like, I'm like super, focusing on my thing when I'm starting to do something that I'm passionate about and that I need to figure it out. But watching someone trying to figure it out, dude, that pisses me off. 100%. Like, I seriously, I don't get it. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to express it, but I don't like that type of things. Detective shit. Like, if there's no action to it, then you just lost me. It's like lower and order.
You want that Michael Bay vibes built into the
I need that.
American flag.
But I think this is what's interesting. Not in terms of the flag, but I think something about like those action movies. It's they're bringing up something that you don't know. It's like you're like, let's say Michael Bay, you say Transformers, all right? It's with Wiki, he's trying to find the glasses and he's trying to figure out. But then some stuff happens to him, while he's trying to do his detective job in some way. He's finding himself in different situations that are completely fucked up and that changed all the time and that changed the rhythm, and his way of trying to figure it out. Whereas a detective is like going to point A to point B, and then he's meeting someone, and then he needs to figure out if that person is lying or not. Who gives a shit, Like, I want something to happen to him, Cut some fucking arms. I don't know, his toes or some shit. Then I'll be passionate about it. Like, dude, I want to see him, thriving to that bullshit. But yeah, I don't know. No, you don't. You get it.
Like
And
like
also
Dexter.
because it's a movie or a TV show. They're showing you, there's like you're not seeing anything, so you cannot do it by yourself. You cannot solve the crime by yourself. You need to follow that motherfucker, trying to think about
But
what's going on.
I do in my mind kinda.
Yeah, you're like, okay, maybe that's this guy. Cool.
No, 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 not maybe this. Like it's almost like okay, it depends on the movie because there are sometimes you go along the way and then there is like a clue, like evidence
Okay.
or whatever, right? So each
Yeah.
time you find a clue or evidence with the suspects you have, the people it's introduced, you kind of make assessments of what happened also, not who did it, but you need to also solve how they did it. And I think the hardest ones is just which are the good ones, I think, when there are like multiple people or and this one is like you may not like this one, but like when you don't even know the person. Like you kind of have like red herrings of
Exactly.
other people
Exactly.
that you might assume, but you kind of eliminate them. You know, like
Yeah, I
that's
know.
also a part of it because you
But
can.
those actually suck even more. That's what I'm saying. Because you're completely blind about what's going on. So the only interest of that series or movie is just the guy that you're following, because you don't have any other options that just following the guy that you're following, that you're watching.
But
And
what
then
are
I
the other
fucking hate that
options you
motherfucker.
want?
But I'm saying, like, I don't know. Fuck it, Like, give me all the fucking clues at first, then okay, let me
That's not a
show you,
movie.
like, show me,
That-
show me,
that's a
show me
video
how he's
game.
trying to. Yeah, I know, right? Like, show me, how he's trying to fix that shit, and then we'll
Do
see.
you even like crime video games? I
Not
don't
really.
think so. Like adventure, you're trying
Yeah,
to
adventure,
solve.
yeah. Yeah.
You do? No.
Mystery, yeah.
I think that game that we played was fun. I liked it. I don't think you liked it, maybe, but like the horror one.
That was good
Yeah,
because some stuff happens,
it's stimulating. You need to be stimulated.
I
That's
need
the
to be
thing. It's
stimulated.
nothing to do with the. You need some kind of like either a scare or some kind of feeling emerging. While
Okay.
yeah, don't watch The Sinners. It's not like that at all.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Creds, hi, You guys got lost in your conversation, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. We're here. Sometimes we do.
Did you
that,
watch? Did you watch? Do you watch any crime? What type of movies do you watch? Like, what type of genres do you like? Kratz. Where did you go? Matt just disappeared.
Smelling my shoes. Smells like shit.
Now Kratz is gone.
There we go. You see? No, I love horror dark movies. I mean, just to
Where?
go back to the
Oh, okay.
sleep paralysis, maybe that's the problem.
Horror dark movies. Like, give me. Did you watch Hereditary, for example? Or what type of movies do you like? Like, Smile. I think Matt, you don't watch horror movies, right?
Me? Yeah, I kind of like sometimes. I don't give a shit, but I like some.
Do you
horror
watch movies? Oh.
Me? No, I'm not watching anything now.
Yeah, I lately I'm like I think you watched Attack on Titan. I remember.
And then after that,
After that,
I didn't watch shit after that. I'm done.
Solo Leveling. That was the other one.
Solo Leveling, yeah. No, I did watch a lot of things. A lot of things. Dark means murder stuff, or means like Conjuring.
Oh, like Conjuring. All right, like Exorcist, Supernatural. You should check if you are subscription with Netflix. There is this guy named Mike. What was his name? Mike Halligan. Wait,
Honeygan.
Mike.
What is he doing?
He does like series, but horror series, like The Murder at Billy Mayer or something like that. What was that?
The Murder at Billy May? This looks like I don't know. Comedy, romantic comedy or something like that.
The Haunting of Bly Manor. That's
Blind Manor?
yeah. But there's like multiple. I'm trying to find
Yeah, trying to find
The Haunting of Bly Manor.
But horror movies don't make me scared much because I see more horror stuff than these movies. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Like, I'm not scared about like horror movies either, so
This guy. Check this guy out if you like.
Mike
Horror
Flanagan. Oh yeah, you mean in your dreams? Oh yeah, you're right. Fuck that, dude. But have you ever watched a movie? Like, we're not gonna have this conversation again, like, especially because if you sleep nowadays, good for you, and I don't want to mess that. But have you ever watched a movie that kind of treat about that talks about those?
Wait, I'm gonna check something. I'll be back.
Check. Because I think there is a couple of movies that we're talking about it, especially like horror movies. Yeah, about sleep paralysis. Trying to find one. I remember there was let me check. Might have been actually the one artist sent, like Mike Flanagan. No, I know, of course it's different, but I'm saying like maybe that those type of horror movies might freak you out, in that sense. But yeah, no. For me, I kind of like horror movies that have comedic aspect to it. Like I'm a fan when it's gory, but then like people are just dumb, and it's great at that point. Like horror movies that's trying to spook me, no, like that kind of doesn't work. Maybe some for sure, there might be some, but I remember like seeing The Nun, because you were talking about Conjuring. I think The Nun was part of Conjuring. I was at the movie and I was laughing all the time, dude, all the time. Why don't you guys join my animated web series as a character? What do you mean by that? Animated web series as a character? My YouTube is Make Fine Made Web Series. Are we following you? Did Arda checked and my own character? Let me check. What does that mean? I think I'm on your page right now, right? And add my own character. Are you making? Wait, I think I'm on your page. Oh, this channel feature AI fan-made animation inspired by popular superheroes. Okay, but then how do we? Wait, what do you mean? Like we? What do you mean? Like as a character? Like what should we do? Should we do something about it? Like all those made of AI made? That's crazy, dude. Okay, those are characters. I make their story. Wait, there's like 3-hour movies? Let me check. This is a fine made. Okay. Interesting. So are you doing all of those? Did you make all of those? Because I'm seeing like Chris 4 and it's like 3 hours. It's insane. Did you check Krat's YouTube?
Yeah. I didn't I just found him to check his
So he's basically
profile.
making movies using AI.
Really? Nice.
Yeah.
Let me see.
That's from what I understand. And there's like this character that is always the same, no? Kind of. Indian Avengers episode 1. So it's fun, it's fun made movies. That's crazy. You get like a lot of views too. Like it's great. Dr. Arya remix theme. That's fun, to be honest. That's pretty cool, man. And I mean, can I ask you like why did you decided to do that? Like, what was your inspiration to start doing those? Just Michael Jackson did. Great.
Indian Avengers. Nice. So he did all of these with AI.
Yeah,
They're kind of long though. How is that?
like it did some films that are pretty long. That's it.
Kind of want to watch it now.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. So yeah, you take those characters basically and you kind of recreate some fan fiction, as you were saying. That's funny, dude. Did you put yourself in it too? Damn, like the Chris 4 series, dude, the final battle full movie. It has like 490,000 views in 2 weeks.
490,000 weeks views. That's crazy, dude.
In 2 weeks, yeah. Okay, that's funny, dude. It's pretty.
Yes, we want to be characters on your animated series.
That's why you're okay. Oh, I get it. So you mean like you take the face and then you put those in a fan fiction?
What is the story? Two guys talking.
That's cool. I'll give you a subscribe. There you go.
Do you remember that AI photo that I did, like a philosopher? We looked like philosophers. That was so funny.
No, I don't remember.
I'll send you again.
If you guys are in, let's go. Yeah, just don't put us in a weird situation. I'm just disclaimer here.
Yeah, no pornographic stuff.
Yeah, no weird stuff. That's it. But yeah.
I mean, weird stuff.
Yeah, it depends on the weird. Right?
Yeah. Did you see that cat I sent you?
Dude,
Someone
that was
is
crazy. That was
making
crazy.
AI.
Like, I need to show that to my mom. And what's funny was like you sent me 2 videos, back and forth. The first one is like with the chicken and his friend and he's cooking the chicken, and then the next one is getting arrested by the cops. So it's kind of a following story. I liked it.
But I heard it that someone on a podcast was talking about that they saw it. This cat, someone made with AI, being friends with animals, and then they cooking and eating them. I'm like, I need to first of all check that and then send it to Matt immediately.
Oh, we're gonna be agents. All right, no problem.
Easy.
Yeah.
Look at that face.
Do the screenshot. Neutral expression. Yeah.
Where is it? Where is it happening? Like in LA?
We are. We have a Discord. You can find those on the link on YouTube and on here on Twitch. But yeah, dude. And did you see, like, I think I didn't send you those, but there's like shit tons of AI animated versions of Trump, Oh, it's not working anymore? Yeah, with Trump, eating McDonald's and saying some stuff. Did you see those turning around, around?
No, I don't know. Eating McDonald's?
Yeah,
I saw his real photos eating McDonald's.
No, I know, but not the real ones. Where he's like half naked, with burgers everywhere, and he's like, yeah, and he's saying some stuff that's fucking crazy.
No.
Let me send you the link of Discord. It's so weird. Like, it takes so long to start Discord too. Okay, yes, no. What the fuck? Okay, stop it. Invite to server. I thought normally the link I said, was no limit and should never. Okay. So there's the link. I'm gonna edit the channel later. So which one are you talking about? Like the Simpson predictions? Like I think no, we never mentioned there's Simpson predictions. It's interesting. Actually, we never talked about it.
Yeah, the Simpson
what?
predictions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the creators already
What do you mean?
revealed the truth.
What do you mean the truth?
That like 30 years ago they found this orb. Didn't you watch that interview? They
What
actually
the
showed
hell?
the orb.
Come on, show me. I don't
Do I
say
want to
it's
send the
bullshit.
link?
Like,
He's from Seattle, you know that, right? The guy who found it.
maybe. Oh yeah. What is the Dave Groening or something like that? Yeah.
So 30, 40, whenever they started Simpsons, he found this orb in Seattle, one of the thrift shops. And there's this other guy who are kind of like creating these, the beginning of Simpsons, like characters and blah, blah, blah. And along the years, they kind of make these sessions, like occult sessions, to look at the orb, and then they each see something, and then they kind of put it in the show.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I mean, could be.
But that's the thing. I would have loved them to actually say something like that, Like, even though it's
Why
not
not?
true, why not? You can come up with that bullshit like as an answer, Like someone would be like, wait, why do you guys in The Simpsons, come up with those things and then they actually, come true later on? They could say something like that. They could be like, remember, like, I was in Seattle back in those days, and you can bullshit that. That would be so fucking fun.
Yeah. I mean, all prophecies technically happening in here. So you can, if anybody sees the future even through something, I think you kind of see it in your mind anyway. So maybe there are true, cases like that.
Okay.
Fortune tellers.
How many months was it? I don't remember. I think we might be able to find it, but it was maybe in January or something. No, or December. I think it was in December. That was in December, dude.
It was. Yeah, probably was a while ago.
Yeah, it was in December, November or December. But I think it was December because November I was in LA. So December for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
But I told you that I saw my death, right?
Did you?
Didn't I? I think I told you that.
Thanks for the follow, by the way, on Discord. That works. I can see you. Okay, tell me.
This is like 2000.
I mean, follow. You know what I mean.
I think 2010. I went to Amsterdam, did some mushrooms, tripping my ass off, and then kind of like peaking, maybe 2 hours in, 2.5.
I think you mentioned that, but I don't remember you saying me that.
There was a point we went back to the hotel room. I'm with my friend, and I was kind of start to seeing my reflection on the mirror. That was like my eyes and nose and mouth were like all over the place. Like it was kind of like moving on my face, kind of. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna lie down a little bit because this is very, like, as much as it was fun to look at, I was like, okay, this is also very disorienting.
Yeah.
So I kind of lie into the bed and the sun is setting. So there's like, I'm seeing outside, beautiful sky. And then in the bed, I started to like feel like my skin is getting, older.
Itchy,
It's
older, and all that. Okay.
like kind of what's it called? Wrinkly? Like
Wrinkles.
wrinkly. And when I think about myself, I'm thinking like I'm old. Like I'm slowly like realizing that I'm like an old age. And I'm looking out, I'm in my bed. There is my friend sitting right across the bed. She's on her phone or doing something. So I felt like this is how I'm going in the future. And I had a number of an
But
age.
what do you
So,
mean? Like, how do you going?
huh?
You just said that you're seeing yourself, but how do you fucking die?
In my bed.
Oh,
Peacefully.
in your bed, peacefully.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I think I either was thinking 87 or 97, but I don't remember right now. I think it was either 87 as an age
Oh, your
or
age.
like 97. Like somewhere between late 80s, like mid 90s, somewhere around there. But I always like think it like 87, but I want to think it like 97.
I don't think I will die, dude.
I know you think that. Oh, you little poor thing. I know. Aw.
I'm not scared of dying, but I don't think I
Did you
will.
watch Sandman? There's like an episode on Sandman series. It's a comic book, but they made like a series of it. I think it's the fourth episode. So Sandman is there are gods, not gods, but like representation of like there's devil, there is death, right? Probably there's God, and then there's the Sandman character, which is Dream. So he's basically the manifestation of humanity's hope, because on the other side there is despair, for example, right? What?
What do you mean, like, right? I don't understand what the fuck are you talking about. Like, you're talking about like a series that's Sandman, and then obviously, Sandman represent men and people on Earth. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
So
what the
it's a
fuck is
comic
this
book
shit?
called
It's a
Sandman,
comic book, okay?
right? They made a show called also Sandman
Okay, right?
from the comic book.
Okay.
And there's a character.
Is he related to Spider-Man or something?
No, I think it's DC, but there's no like Marvel character. It's almost like in its own universe or something,
Okay,
right? So he is the manifestation of dreams. So he has his own realm, and then if he is somehow like unconscious, for example, people stop dreaming. Like he needs to be existing for people to dream,
Okay.
right? And technically he is a relative of Death, so there are siblings or some shit. So one episode, Death comes to the guy Sandman. He's depressed. He's existentially going through an existential crisis about like
Who, Death?
no Dream, like the guy Sandman. Yeah.
Okay.
And kind of the whole
Kratz,
episode.
do you know that? Do you know what we're talking about? Come on, keep going, keep going.
So they kind of have a conversation that is kind of hyping him up, right? Like my job is to go when people die and hold their hands in some sense. Like I need to comfort them a little bit, but they are dead and I need to be there. And there is a point that she goes to a crib and there's a baby, and then she takes the baby and then they leave the house, and then you hear mother screaming in the background because the baby is dead, right? So it kind of like this conversation between these two entities. And then the episode connects to like there's a second part of the episode, right? After this conversation, where they go to a pub, but it's like
a pub
500
like
years ago.
British pub or some shit.
Yeah, but like 400 years ago or some shit like that. Really old, like think about like medieval times.
Yeah,
I don't know what is it called.
Type of pub. And,
yeah.
Irish pub.
So they go there, and then there's this dude like you, and he's talking with his friends. He's saying like, I'm not gonna die. I think I figured it out. And people say like, what do you mean? And he says like, look, we all assume that we are gonna die, and maybe that's why we die. Like if you think that's the reality and that's how we're gonna go, yeah, then you will die. But if you think and believe that you don't die, then you don't
then you're
die.
not dying.
So Death and Sandman hears that, right? And Sandman says that like he's such like he doesn't know what he's talking about because they live eternal life, right? He's like he doesn't know what he's gonna be bored, like even if he passes 100 years, he's done. So Death is like, do you want to test it? And he goes like, what do you mean? So she's like, well, I can, grant him the wish he is asking for, right? So he's like, okay, let's do it. So he goes to the guy and Sandman delivers the news. He says, look, what you're saying is interesting, but I think you don't know what you're talking about. So let's meet in 100 years of time in the same pub. And he's kind of like, he's kind of like believes him, but at the same time, he's like, okay, dude, like whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then 100 years passes. And then he comes and they sit down and have a conversation, right? And first he thinks he's like done, but he's like, no, dude, I'm good. I want another 100 years. So he's like, okay. So another 100 years pass, and then they come together. So each 100-year pass, like he's in a different situation.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting. I'm not gonna tell you the ending, but it's an interesting.
What do you mean? Say it. Spoil
Do you want me
the
to
fuck
tell
out of
you?
it. Of course, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna
Okay.
fucking watch it.
So I think the second time he comes, the first time he comes, he's rich. He has he made it, right? So he's like super happy. He wants another 100. The second time he comes, he's poor. He like hit the bottom. He actually got tortured or some shit, but he's like immortal, so he doesn't die or some shit like that. But he's like, no, still, I have hope. I want to live. I love life. There's so much to, experience. So he lives another 100. And then I think maybe the third or fourth, he says something like to Sandman, he says something like, you don't tell me anything, but you meet with me every 100 years. I don't think you are meeting me to, learn at this point, like what I think. Obviously, I want to keep living. I think you are coming here because you want a friend. And I think you are lonely. And then he takes offense of it. And he says, you know what? You disrespect me. So I'm not seeing you again. Like, he kind of makes this pride. And then he leaves, right?
Who?
And then
the guy or Sandman?
the Sandman. So
Sandman
the guy,
is like, oh, poor shit.
he kind of gets offended
Oh my
because
God.
he kind of like tells him that because you want my friendship, not like trying to figure it out. And I don't know if he didn't realize it until that point, but he gets like offended by it. So he and the fifth time, we are in 90s at that point, right? Like almost current time. And he has like these the dude like comes back to the pub, and the Sandman is not there. But the reason Sandman is not there is nothing to do with he doesn't want to be there, because in the previous episode, someone captures him, and for like 80 years he's captured, or 60 years he's captured, something like that. But the dude is like a little bit sad, and the pub is gonna be demolished, right? So he's like, fuck, like he didn't come. Next 100 years, I might not never see him again, right?
Yeah.
So we don't know what's going to happen, but we see Sandman walking to the pub in current day, and it's like abandoned and it's not there anymore, right? So he kind of want to see the dude, but he's kind of like sad. And then he sees an arrow and a sign says like, the new pub is this way. So he goes to that new pub, and the guy owns that pub.
Nice.
He buys the pub. So he's like, he sees him, they kind of smile. He's like, take a seat, let's have a conversation. They'll say, sit down, and like they become friends basically. So I'm like,
that's cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and all of that just because I said I will not die.
I know, sorry. I know,
That's
sorry. It's a long one, but I think it's a good story about death. Like it's
a good story about death, about friendship.
Yeah, even though you're lonely, if you have a friend for like 500 years, that would be cool, you know?
I don't need friends for 500 years.
Want to be alone.
Yeah, please. Let me.
Sorry, we got into a conversation again, Kratz.
What the hell is going on with the can? I'm back. I'm back.
Kratz. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of liked the first season, but then they stopped. I think they're not doing more of that show.
But is it like okay, anime?
No, it's like live, normal film.
Yeah. Okay. No, I thought it was like purely a comic, like in terms of paper. What the hell is going on with my cam? Okay, let me restart my cam, dude. I'll be back.
Okay. Yeah, something is weird with your camera. I don't know. What do you mean, Pap? You couldn't imagine Pap? Oh, people. That makes more sense. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I grew up in Turkey, and everybody's Turkish, and for some reason, I don't know. Like, that's I think one of the reasons I wanted to move to US. That melting pot of different, and America is, even though they sell it like that, it's still work needs to be done. It's still very white dominant country, where the country is like a Christian country. It's mostly white men, blah blah blah. And I mean, I like being here. I like especially Los Angeles. I think California is where it's a little bit different. It's still, you know, like somewhat same situation what I was saying, but overall I like it. I think California is pretty good. Like Oregon, Washington State, like the West Coast, I really like it. It's um someone was saying on TikTok that like that whole West Coast should be separate from the federal government, because the way that they think, it's really different. I think like California right now is the fourth biggest economy in the world. I think like $4.1 trillion is what California is doing. Like there's United States federal government, which is like 20 something trillion. There's China, and then there is Germany, which is 4.8 or something like that. And then there's California, which was Japan before. Now California passed it. But I mean, it's a good state. I really like it. And they were actually talking about doing universal healthcare here. Uh, Actually, it'll probably gonna start in Oregon State, but might happen in California too. We'll see. But yeah, the states are like it's the states in US. That's the thing. Like each state has its own thing. Some are more similar. Some are really different, like Florida or Texas. Like it's totally different. Like New York, I always thought it's like 50-50 Democrat and Republican, but actually if you talk with if you look at it, and then if you talk with people from New York, it's mostly Democrat. It's very liberal city, state. But I think it's overall I like here. It's just like currently the political situation is so absurd. I mean, I'm really surprised that Trump elected he got elected again. Like I wasn't expecting that. And I know like there are a lot of Republicans, and a lot of people probably voted just to vote for Republicans, but it's like 70 million people. It's a lot of people still. Not the majority of the country, because like what, 300 something million people, but I would say definitely try. Like what are you expecting though? Like I like New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco. Those are nice cities to go. But if you want, like, the problem with America, coming to America, it's not like super historical country. Like if you go to Europe, almost every city, hundreds of years of, history, architecture, culture, food. There's so many things. India, probably same. But like United States is not like that. So if you grow up with like movies and stuff like that, definitely Los Angeles and New York. It's good two spot to go. Um, but yeah, San Francisco is pretty nice too, actually. Or what you can do is you can come to California and then you can do maybe drive from Los Angeles to San Francisco or San Francisco to Los Angeles. There is this highway called Highway 1, which goes through the coast line. It's beautiful. Like you can do that too, you know. Like California generally, I would say beautiful if you're in the coast. If you go a little bit north, like even inland is really good. Like Oregon, Washington State, I think Colorado is there. Like there are like really beautiful
No,
places.
Colorado is
But
not
if you
there,
ask
dude.
Matt, he would say go to Arizona, Las Vegas.
Yeah,
That's why I would like go to the desert. That's where the shit is. Go
go
to
to the
Area
desert.
51.
Yeah, exactly. Go check the aliens, dude. Like if you come to the US, go see those American things, big trucks.
Area 50. I think Matt went to Area 51 when he was like what, 20 something. Tell that story. What was the deal? What was going going on in your head at that point?
So I was in France back then, and I was like, I saw documentary about Area 51, and I'm like, okay, I was fan of UFOs and all those things, and I'm seeing this documentary. I'm like, I'm going to the US this summer. I need to go there. I'm going to California. We need to drive there. So my cousin and I, like, we decided to rent a car, like do the whole turn around, like San Francisco, Los Angeles, Las Vegas. But then on the way to Las Vegas, we dropped like from San Francisco 9 hours, and we found the place where there's like Area 51, and that was a beautiful story, dude. That was beautiful.
It was kind of like a hill or something. Where
There
how
was a
were you?
hill. Yeah, there was a hill that we could try to see
Did
the
you guys
entrance,
like
but
had the binoculars?
I did. But the thing is, so we drove also at the entrance of the facility, and at the facility there was like there's like a car that is coming up to check that you're not going further away than the stop sign, because
Uh-huh.
if you do, then they can arrest you. It's
Yeah, and
like it's a
what's the
military
year
zone.
that you're doing
Oh, it
this?
was in 2008, something like that.
2008. All right.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, there's no more sound. Oh, that works. Okay. But yeah, 2008, dude. That was crazy. But I think I like that was the first time, because I went there a couple of times. That's like that was not the first. Like I didn't go once there. I went there a couple of times. And what is funny too is like it's like I was camping in my car and stuff like that. Watching the sky was insane, because since in the middle of the desert, like there's nothing. It's fucking beautiful.
Wait, 2008. You were second what?
Second standard.
Second grade? You mean?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe it's the same.
I mean, Matt is old. Matt is like 50, what, 52 or something?
Yeah, it depends. It depends. Depends on
Yeah,
yeah,
second
second
class.
class. So I think yeah, second grade.
How old
I
do you
was
think
in
Matt
second
is?
grade too.
What,
I was in
guess
second grade.
guess Matt's age.
Come on, dude.
How?
Like
Okay, no, let's do this. What's the age difference between us? I think that's a better question.
I don't even know, dude. So wait, you
It's
turn.
it isn't that much, but
No, I know. I think I know. I'm saying that, but I think I know.
yeah. But I want Kratz to put a number out there. I think it's gonna be a
Number.
funny number, whatever it is. 10 years. But then, am I 10 years older?
Wait, wait. I can cheat, by like showing my
Oh, I
room a little bit
see. Wait.
more.
Wait. Okay.
Wait, I thought that. Oh, there you go. If I show my room like that, dude.
Yes.
Now guess, yeah.
I don't know why people like, I guess 34, 35.
And you 33.
So who is 34, 35? You are? Matt is
Yeah.
34, 35, and I'm 33?
Yeah, so there's like 1 year
It's
difference.
pretty good. I kind of like that answer. Thank
I
you.
like that answer too. Me too.
Thank you.
Like,
No,
we're
I'm
really happy
36.
about that answer. Yeah.
I'm 36, dude. I'm gonna turn 40 soon. God damn it.
I thought we had like 8 years difference, dude.
No, 4.
Really? I don't know why. Why
I
did I
think.
think it was like 8? Why? My brain
He's-
went like, okay,
He just turned 40, I think, recently. Or are you
41.
41? Oh, okay. You should keep saying 40.
I
You
mean,
know?
that's the thing,
40.
dude. Like every time, like every
41.
tense, I'm saying like that I'm like this age for 10 years. So
Yeah.
basically, like until 39, like
Yeah.
I was saying that I was 30. Like
And we are
once
not
all the
using
time.
any filters, you know?
No, there's no filters. And you can zoom on it, like look, no wrinkles. All right.
It's good old jeans.
Yeah. I know,
Yeah,
right?
your skin is like, I have like little bags underneath the eyes, you know?
Yeah, I know. I feel younger.
And even like, you don't even have those.
I don't have shit, dude.
You don't do much like face gestures too, though. You're like,
Yeah, I'm pretty. That's the thing. Like the poker face, type of thing.
he said, I thought you were 29 at first. Nice.
Nice.
Congrats,
dude,
you're our
nice.
favorite.
Yeah, there you go. Bling, bling, bling. Wait, I'm gonna let me put that on the on the board on the video. There you go. Show on the stream for 20 seconds at least, Wait, that doesn't show. Fuck. Oh, there you go. Note that.
Take a
right?
screenshot.
Make a screenshot. Oh shit, it's on your side, but it's mine. No, it's here? I don't know. Yeah, here. Shit. But yeah, dude. Oh, you're 24, old keto, yeah.
I mean, what is an age, nowadays?
24, it's actually pretty good. I think, you know what? I was 24 when I went to see Area 51.
Yeah,
You know what to do now.
it's time.
It's time. Just go there. It's that time of
Just
the year.
let us know. We'll come with you.
You know what? We'll do. Like, if you do that, we will. No? What do you think?
I'm down.
I'm fucking down, dude.
Easy. Get a car. Get 2-3 days off.
Yeah, there you go. And there you go.
Easy. Get some mushrooms.
Some what?
Like to cook mushrooms, bell pepper,
Oh,
tomatoes,
yeah. Barbecue. Okay.
barbecue,
Sense.
steak.
Mistake?
The steak.
Yeah. Shit. Wait. I'm doing stuff again. Oh. We should have played that song.
I didn't watch X-Files.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
So?
I watched the first season and then I stopped.
And then you got scared.
Should I watch it?
I think you No.
No, you can't call us by name. We are not like that's the thing in Turkey. We have the same thing. Right now I hate that because you need to call like met something. Hasan Abi. Hasan Abi, right? That Abi means
Uh-huh.
big brother.
Big brother, really?
Yeah, like you say
Like
Hasan
Abibi.
Abi. No, Habibi is something different.
I know
But
it's Abibi is beautiful,
but
dude.
Hasan
It's
Abi is coming
beautiful.
from that big brother.
Really?
Yeah.
So Mat Abi and Ardabi.
Matt Abi,
Ardabi,
Arda Abi, yeah.
Ardabi. Am I
Matt
married,
is
dude?
married. Matt is married,
I'm
yeah.
yeah, I'm married.
Happily.
There you go.
Happily.
Happily. Yeah, you can see all
And
my
two
child is
two
here.
kids.
You know,
2 kids.
2 kids, two marriage too. And
He said in India, if you call a person by name, and if he's older, we'll get a sandal punch.
what do you mean? Like if you're to use our first name
Yeah,
and we're older
without
than
adding
you,
Abi at the end, people get mad. They will be like, "What the fuck are you saying?"
really?
Yeah, Turkey same.
What the
Like I went back like 3 years ago. I'm like what 33, and there's this guy growing up, maybe like 10, 15 years older than me, and then I didn't say Abi. I said like Umit, like his name is Umit. I said, "Hey Umit, how are you?" He's like, "Am I like your friend from military or some shit like that? Why are you calling me with my name?" I'm like,
Did, oh my
"It's your
god,
name." He
but
got
what?
pissed.
Okay. I'm like, okay, I need to know more now because I'm super confused about that. But like, do you mean it's because of it's a respect for the
Yeah,
elders, or it's just
yeah,
like? But so, do you think there's like a hierarchy in somewhere? Like you're
yeah,
the kid, you don't know shit, and then
y-
someone that is old
yeah,
is wiser than you?
yeah. I think so.
No, but
I think you're on spot, yes. But nobody knows the range, by the way. Like it's generally, I would say maybe 10 years. But even like sometimes 5, 6 years difference, people might say that. Some people don't like if it's like that small difference. Like I
uh
had a
huh.
friend, for example, when I was growing up, I was 16. He was like what 24, 25 or something like that. So I was calling him Abi. And
Uh
then when
huh.
I was in college, after years, I saw him again and I called him Abi. He was like, "Don't call me Abi. It just makes me feel like I'm old or some shit like that." So I didn't. But it's kind of like a pronoun, like people let you know if they want you to call them Abi or not. And then, it's kind of like you have to respect that.
Really? That's so
Yeah.
insane. But is it like something, and it's the same for you, Kretz? Like, is it the same, like, in terms of people are really gonna get mad if you don't do that? If you don't play that? I don't know. That's so strange for me, you know? Like, I hate this idea that older people are wiser than you, first of all, like, as an anarchist, you know? Like we said, team up, you know?
Yeah.
I fucking hate that idea, first of all. But now you're telling me, like, on top of that, you need to give them, like, this adjective or whatever you want to say, like, prefix or postfix or
I'm
whatever you want to
curious
call
though
it.
if that tradition is gonna die with the baby boomers. Like I still feel like there's some baby boomer, you know, old school thinking there. But I don't know if like millennials and Gen Z is not gonna really like care about that. Like when I turn like even right now, if I go back to Turkey and someone
Wait,
says
wait, wait.
Abi, I will be like, stop.
I, I didn't read Kratz like message. What it says, like it says, so if you guys come into India, and if my family is in front of me, they will say for me to call you, yeah, respected
Respect
big
the big
brother,
brother. Yeah.
namaste, right? And then the younger one will touch the older one's feet for blessing. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
like he should call us basically Arda Baya and the Met Baya. But
But
Baya,
then,
if you
what do you mean, like touching my feet? What the fuck are you talking about?
touching
For
the
blessing?
feet. Oh,
Like
I
you kissing,
see.
or you touch the feet like that, or like you need like to touch the feet with your hands.
Maybe
What
like
the how
maybe
it
like
work?
namaste or something like kind of
No,
what's
but
it called?
namaste is like that, dude. It's not. It's like that namaste.
Hmm.
Or you touching feet like that, like you're high fiving, but it's like low five.
We had hand kissing. I haven't heard the feet, but you should
Yeah,
tell
feet
us
kissing
more
is on
about the feet
OnlyFans, dude.
stuff.
Feet kissing, yeah, it's on OnlyFans, dude.
Like in Turkey, for example, if there's an old person, you kiss the hand and then put your forehead.
Really?
Yeah. But this is again old tradition. Like right now, I see it like less and less. People don't want you to do it, but the
A
younger guy
younger
touches
guy
the feet.
touches feet of the
Like
older
like
one with
one
the
hand, two hand, like kind of with fingertips, or you just grab the feet, squeeze it.
like. Do you go on your knees to do that, or did like the person like bring the fucking
Both
feet?
hands, like on top of it, kind of. I assume.
What the fuck does that mean? Like, where the fuck am
I
I? I
think you
don't get
kind of
it.
like bow down,
Yeah,
maybe.
you bow down and then you touch the feet. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that would make
Touchdown.
more sense. Because I was like, if I need to show my feet like that and then to high five that person with their both, like that would be so weird. Yeah, knees but
Oh,
some
on the
feet
knees.
down.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah, okay.
But no kissing, I guess. That would be too much.
Yeah, that would be so weird,
But
dude.
I mean, think about it, dude. Back in the days, like if there's a king, for example, and if you're in the presence of the king, sometimes people bow in front of it and kiss the fucking whatever they are wearing, even feet in some cases, I
Usually,
guess.
no. Usually, it used to be the rings,
It's
but
more Western, I think. The
yeah,
ring.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The feet, I get it, but like I felt like I don't like to be honest. I didn't think that you could like that was something still happening. I
Yeah.
thought that maybe tradition sometimes or some stuff like that. Why not?
You know what?
Uh,
I was like really surprised, and it's working also. So I can't really, say much about it. But I had many Indian friends in Los Angeles that I met
yeah,
at school, and I heard, and now I know, but they were talking about how their families find a partner for them.
yeah, 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 exactly.
It's called something, but I don't remember. Um, and and some of them are like happily married, like it works in many cases,
Yeah,
I guess.
some, well, of course, yeah. But
Not many
that's
cases, but half and half, maybe. I don't know. Arranged marriages, yeah.
yeah, but
what
that's
what would be the percentage you would give crats for, like, it's working or not working?
yeah, arranged marriage, yeah. But that for me that doesn't shock me. It's weird, but that's something that I understand. I think it's deeply rooted in the culture, and it's not just a tradition. But like kissing and bowing, and kissing onto the feet of someone. For me, this is more traditional
Yeah.
than just the culture that is embedded in the society in itself, and also through religion and stuff like that.
Yeah. I also feel like the current generation, like at least my friends, they were more like, dude, like our families didn't force us to get an arranged marriage, but we go out, we meet with people, it doesn't work, and they almost like get overwhelmed or exhausted about the dating culture and not being able to find someone. So they're like go back to their families and say like, hey guys, do you guys want to look out there for me, and if anything, just let me know. And they go dates, and then some of them got married. um, so it's, I don't know, I guess it works
But
to a
yeah,
degree.
to a degree, and I think that people like. I, I think there's multiple countries that's still doing that. To be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, the kissing the feet. I don't know. Like in Tahiti, do you know like what they're doing is this is like when you're coming to say hi to someone,
Mm-hmm.
instead of kissing, you just put your forehead to the forehead of the other person. Yeah.
Forehead or the side of your
The
head?
side depends. Like usually
Oh,
it's
that's
the
what we
side.
do too in Turkey.
Really?
Yeah, but they say only religious nationalists, what's it called, like Muslim nationalists, do that
Okay.
because they don't want to do kissing. Like Turkey, we kiss too, like cheek to cheek, but it's kind of like 45 degrees kiss. Like you don't go like, you don't kiss the whole
Yeah, of
cheek,
course, dude.
but it's like
Nobody's
kind of like
doing
put
that.
your cheek, right? And but they don't
Got
like
it.
that. It's
Gotcha.
kind of gay,
It's kind of gay.
so they do like this, like, yeah.
Um, but do you have like depends on the region in Turkey? Like, do you have a number of kisses to grant
No, it's just
to
two,
always two?
always two.
But you start from the left to right.
No, doesn't matter.
Oh, that doesn't matter.
It's like reading, but generally left right. Just that's kind of like what people used to, but doesn't. I mean, I guess left right because if you kind of like counter that, when majority is doing like that, you start kissing people from lips. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like okay, but that's the problem. Like in France, depends on the region. There's a number of kisses, and there's the side that you started with. Like for example, for me, it's the
that's messed
classic
up.
normal one, which is one, two. But when I'm going to Marseille, all right, when I'm going to be in Marseille, like they start from the right, and then they do it 3 times. So it's like 1, 2, and 3. So it's so confusing for me because I'm like one, and then I want to kiss that person, and then we stop, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done, and then they still want to keep going because they need one more time. And if you go to the north or east, I think it's 4 times or some shit like that. It's fucking crazy.
So that also means people find pride in this, how they kiss, because it's still happening. I guess they're not changing it.
Oh yeah. And they know like it depends on the
That's
region.
a regional thing.
They're
It's
like,
our
yeah, in
thing.
Marseille, in southeast, yeah, we kiss like that. I'm like, who gives a shit? I don't like kisses, first of all. But yeah, French kissing, of course, dude. Like the OGs. Oh my god.
The French kissing.
Yeah.
How did you guys get that one? I don't understand. Why it like who in US said like, "Oh, this is French kissing" when you use tongue, like people didn't use tongue historically.
I have no clue, to be honest. I have no clue.
Like you guys popularized it, but how it got popularized or what
What do
was
you mean,
going on?
like kissing with the lips or the term?
I think in US if you say that's a French kiss, meaning you're
Yeah.
using your tongue when you're kissing.
Here, okay, CNN from 2019, guys. Uh, it says, "Here's why we call the open mouth moosh a French kiss." Okay, let me read it pretty quickly. Or should I ask? No, whatever. Typically, blah blah blah. French kiss became popular after World War I.
After we win the war, we saw French people were kissing weird.
Wait, what do you
They
mean?
were
Where did
like
you see that?
really into it. Huh?
What do you mean?
I was
Where did you
just like
see that? I
making
think
it
it's
up.
something like that, to be honest. Like they still don't know exactly the reason why Americans, adopted that word, but it says, I don't know, after
Okay,
practicing in
Kratz.
France.
Well, thanks for being here, talking with us. It was
Yeah,
fun.
that was nice. Yeah, that was fun.
You have a good sleep.
Yeah, do the notification stuff because like I don't know if that works on when we go in live. I know some people like I can
Probably
see
get
some
a
people going
notification.
live,
Yeah.
but for us that would be great. Yeah, if you can see if that works because we might be live again
Yeah.
another day, tomorrow maybe. Who knows? But yeah,
You say you can't do Friday?
I mean no, I can't. I'll
Hmm.
be out of state.
Oh, you're going. Where are you going again?
Marseille,
Oh,
where
Marseille.
they kiss like 3 times, starting on the right side of the cheek.
Mm. Well, we can't do tomorrow and Thursday because
Peace Love
tomorrow
and peace, yeah.
it's
What I mean, it's national holiday.
no, it's Zuzu's graduation tomorrow,
Oh, really?
and then Thursday I'm
From
gonna meet
where?
with
From
Güzel.
what?
Huh?
A graduation from what?
She's going to school for public service related things, so
Okay,
um, she's gonna get her degree.
nice. That's cool.
It's kind of far. It's like Riverside or something like that.
And then Giselle is coming back from Hawaii.
No, I think she's here already.
Really? I saw a couple of videos that she was still in Hawaii. It's no big deal in France. Of course, wasn't called French kiss in France. It was just a kiss. Yeah, we never said French kiss. We said galocher. Smooshing is great for your health. Dude, apparently it's good to kiss people in the mouth. It's help with serotonin and shit.
Huh. Should we wrap it up?
Yeah, for sure we can. But
We
so
got
yeah,
one
guys,
follower.
French kiss wise because people are doing it, and it was actually because it was weird for American and English people that came right after World War One, and they were surprised to see people doing that. There you go. On that note,
They were going for it, and then it's like,
exactly,
and
they
then
were like
people were
super
like,
happy,
"What
and then
the
they're
fuck
like,
are you guys doing?"
exactly. Right. But anyway, on that note, thank you for watching. Thank you for
Thanks for watching.
participating. And we'll see you in the next live. And
Next
until
life.
then-
We'll see you in next life.
in the next live. Until then,
Until then. Bye.
until then.
Bye.